And now, let's do this. Hello and welcome to this first day at the WTC 2017.
2017.
I'm Quentin, and you are?
Chris.
Chris, hi Chris, how are you?
I'm very good today. I'm prepared for some of the world-class gaming.
Absolutely, with world-class players.
And the Australians.
And the Australians. We're not going to show them right now. We expect probably afterwards.
Yeah, I would imagine they're going to be later on in the day. But at the moment, we have our first matchup, which is going to be it's Team Russia. Matryoshka. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then China Tai Chi. So they are currently having a look through the lists, deciding the pairings. So we thought we'd just get everything set up, get everything going, and hopefully, once everything's sorted, we'll get some games going.
Just check something very quick. I'm going to check all the cameras, and they haven't removed anything there, right?
Nope.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first issue, I feel.
Is it not working?
I'm going to add the... Well, the scenario will break down, and we'll be right back. Just a sec. And we're back.
Woo!
That's actually...
As you can see, everything is on the table at the moment, so we'll obviously have to go fix that in a minute, and we'll get all the streams kicked off and recording. And we have our first person in the chat with... we have Captain Booyah and Mark W81. So we have China Tai Chi and Russia Matryoshka. We're going to just butcher that name all through today. So what I'll do is I'll give you a breakdown of the what's actually in the teams just now, because we have a million devices to do these things on.
Yes, we're actually working with 6 devices.
Indeed.
And it's a lot. And so as you can see right now on the board, we have... Oh, it's not showing properly. Why? Why does it have to do this? Nah. Okay, we have a couple of the... we have a bit of a technical issue here, but we're going to have it fixed very soon. I'm going to remove that for now. Okay, and while the players are still discussing the strategy.
Okay. So the teams, as we break down, so for Russia, we have lots of names which I am going to butcher, so I apologize now. But we have Alexander with Signar. We have Dmitry with Scorn, Natalia with Circle, Victor with Kador, kind of feel that's only appropriate, and then Yaroslav with Mercenaries. We do have an alternate here with Retribution, and I can see some Retribution on there, so we might have had a sub in for Retribution, so we'll see once the actual pairing process is made. For Tai Chi, we have Andreas with Retribution. We have Heat with Retribution as well. Jason McLeod with Scorn. Luke Pollard with Circle, and then Zeren Fang with Signar. So we've got one Signar, two Signar, and no Cricks across either team. So
This is odd.
this is very odd.
So many Crix players in these tournaments. So many Ghost Fleets.
Yes, and somehow we've managed to find the pairing with neither. So we might actually see some nice games. You know, it might go past turn 2. No Denny assassinations. You know, it's all looking good.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the commentator's desk because I don't think it's really interesting to show the table as it's looking at stats right now, and it's much better to look at our faces, right? Hello.
Right, so I mean they're obviously deep in discussion at the moment.
During the next 10 minutes, where people, players are gonna discuss the strategies and who they want to pair against who and how they're gonna win this.
So should we go through the pairing process?
Well, we can, but I don't know anything about it. So
You don't know anything about the pairing?
I do, but I always
okay.
mess that part up. So
Okay, so the pairing process, for those of you who may not know out there, so they roll the dice to see who will get to decide the most matchups, and then who will get to choose the tables that their players play on. And then whoever wins the dice, and they choose either way, they put out the first player. So they will put out, say for example, player 1. Their opponents then will put out players 1 and 2, just to keep this simple. It's then down to the first team to decide out of 1 and 2 who they want to play. So they get that option. They're only given an option of 2 people to match up against theirs, but they actually therefore get to hopefully maybe dodge a bad matchup if their team had put down 2. For example, if you were Kador and there was Signar and Crix, which they didn't like. Pick whichever your flavour of ass kicking is there, and then because once they've paired off, and they then go off, and then the other team chooses the which table they play on, so they get that advantage of a good table. The remaining person has then 2 and 3 from the original team against them, and then they pick, and then that remaining person gets another 2 players, and it kind of goes like that until they're all paired
to the
off.
very end, okay.
And then at the end, because of the way that the pairing process works, it means that although you'll pick 2 people to play off them, the remaining person will automatically play the remaining player. So you actually get to pick 3 out of the matchups as opposed to 2, which is why they have the person with only 2 picks gets to choose the table. So there's been some debate as to the power of that.
And what's the word on that?
Well, normally it's not been that big a thing from what I can understand in the previous years, except for for Mark II and things like that. It was quite important because things like Legion, if the only things that were on the table were forests, it was basically an open table for them. Stuff like that. But now that the terrain is actually themed this year, they've actually got
that is true,
themed tables. So for example, you'll see on the table that we have mainly hills and forests. We don't have any trenches, any rubble. There are tables out there which are mainly just rubble. So what that means is when you're going up against an opponent that can't ignore cover, so for example maybe Ret or Legion, or not easily, you might go, right, in that case, I'm going to go jump on that rubble table because I know, for example, I'll get that advantage. People like Wormwood and Zakova, the cloud wall, people might go, right, I can see there's already clouds, so I'm going to go jump on that table because then that's a free cloud, which I can just connect it up. So I actually think there was some debate over it between the teams and stuff we were discussing, and I actually think it's a pretty 50-50 now. I suppose it depends on the tables, what tables are like, but you can get good advantage from the tables that you would lose through not getting the best matchups.
True. Yeah. Although there's like quite a couple of lists now that are being played quite a lot that don't really care so much about the terrain. Like, think, the thing with all the banes.
Oh, well, yeah,
They don't really care. Dankos,
yeah, they don't really care. But there's one thing about Dark Host is that it is, although it comes with its own clouds, and depending on the flavour, there might be more clouds there and things like that. They themselves can't see through clouds.
True, but I feel like if you have a lot of forest or something to get cover, trigger sprawl, and in the end your banes are safer this way. So it could be like an advantage in the end.
Yeah, it's one
like
of those.
All of those Ouroboros lists with like all the models, getting stealth when they get some kind of cover.
Just having a quick read back into the chat. Let's have a look. Yes, I am Chris Young. You may recognise the annoying voice from Murder of Crows, K-Door theme podcast. And I have Quentin here.
Hello.
He is here to provide expert knowledge, class, and a beautiful face. So basically the other half here. So let's have a look. Oh, my beautiful fiance is also in the chat there. Hello.
Shout out to everybody we know.
And this year there is the two streams. We've got the Muse stream, which is going to be jumping through the tables. Our setup is done. We had the option of either being able to swap through the tables or have all 5 games recorded, which will go onto YouTube later. So we thought that's obviously better for the community. So what we're doing is we're going to record all 5 tables. So you'll see me jump off to get everything kicked off going once they've decided what they're doing. And then we will talk about the one table, but we'll keep jumping up and having a look at how things are going to keep you informed of the overall score and stuff.
So as you can see, the players probably now realizing that they have moved the scenario a little bit. I hope they're ready.
Yeah, they're having a debate over what things are. So we can see. So they're just discussing on the table. Unfortunately,
it might be working now. I don't know. So this here.
Yeah, it's
so
working
out
out brilliant.
You could see it, but not so much. We're supposed to have an overlay here with something showing, but basically it's not working still. We have this camera issue. Okay, let's go back to this camera. Come on.
For some reason, we keep getting frozen.
So this is us. Yeah, we have the feed basically is frozen somewhere. I'm going to try to fix that again, and we're probably not going to touch anything, hoping it's going to keep working until the end. So, if this is that. And if this is that. Can I refresh that?
Technology people, unfortunately.